Welcome to another lesson in math. We are looking at a question on ratio or proportion. And it comes from a paper that was written on 7th July 2016. And if you need more lessons like this one, feel free to contact us on the numbers highlighted in green. Okay, let us get on to the question. It was question number 8 in this paper, and it says bronze is made up of zinc, tin, and copper in the ratio 1:4:25, respectively. A bronze statue contains 120 grams of tin. Find the required quantities of the other metals. Okay, so this simply means these metals in bronze, okay, this is an alloy, meaning it contains these three different metals. This is how the alloy is formed by having this ratio of these three elements. So, for example, if the total kgs were 30 kg of bronze, 1 kg of it would be zinc, and of that mass, then 4 kg of that mass would be tin, then 25 kg would be copper. So there's more copper in this material, which is bronze. There's more copper in it, which is like 25 kg, and then 4 kg of the tin and 1 kg of the zinc. So zinc is the least in terms of contributing to the whole mass weight, okay, or matter that is contained in this alloy of bronze. That's what it simply means. So, but then these are just the ratios. That's what ratios mean. So 1, 2, 4, 2, 25. That's how we read it. So now it says if a certain piece of bronze, okay, a certain material, certain bronze statue, okay, or image, what do you call this statue? Okay, it's an image or artifact, okay, statue, contains 120 grams of tin. So they're giving you 14, it had this 120. You have to compare. If this had 120 of tin, meaning the tin is 4 times, should always be 4 times that of 4 times. That's another way of thinking of it quickly, because remember in paper 1, you want to come up with the answers as quickly as possible using your own methods. If you're able to do it mentally, do that. But I encourage you to write on paper what you're thinking quickly so that you just clarify. Because in the mind, sometimes we make mistakes. But when you write it, it's easy because your eyes are confirming what you are thinking. Okay, and your hands also are helping. So we are saying tin is always 4 times the zinc. So just from mentally, I can actually do this by saying if this is 120, I have to divide by 4 to find the zinc. If I divide 120 by 4, it's actually 30. Already I can get that. What about the 25? 25 for copper. What I can do is whatever is for zinc, which is 1, the copper has to be 25 times for whatever zinc you have. So 30 by 25, 30 by 25, 25 by 3 is 775. You even add a 0 to be 750. So just mentally, I can do that, okay? Just by understanding what these ratios mean. I can do that. That's how you should understand ratios when you're given, okay? So the total ratio there is 30. Then 1 out of 30, that's another way to think about it. 1 out of 30, out of the total ratio, which is 1 out of 30, will be, or if you knew the total, 1 out of 30 of that total will go to the zinc. 4 out of 30 of that total will go to the tin. Then 25 out of 30 will go to the copper. That's another way to think about it. Yeah, but this question says find the quantities. Find the required quantities of the other metals. So we'll go with one method, which I'll show you here. Just one method, one other method. So this is where you express them according to the ratio. The zinc to the tin, we've been given that the ratio is 1:4. Zinc to tin, remember this is in the order respectively, means according to the way they've been listed here, zinc, tin, copper, it means 1:4:25. 1 is for the first one, which is zinc. 4 is for the second one, which is tin. 25 is for the third one, which is copper. That's the order. So 1 and 4 is zinc and tin. So zinc and tin is equal to 1 to 4. Zinc to tin is equal to 1 to 4. That's the ratio. Then remember that tin is 120. We've replaced the 120 there where there's tin. We've substituted, which is equal to 1 to 4. Now 1 to 4 means the same as 1 over 4. Actually, a ratio is the same as dividing, actually. It's the same as dividing 1 to 4. You can think about this dot dot, the full column there. You can think of it as dividing. So 1 over 4. You can think of it like that. 1 over 4. The 2 means over. So 1 over 4. So same thing, zinc to 120 is the same thing as zinc over 120. So we've done that. Then the next step, we've created two fractions which are equal. The next step is simply cross multiply. And when you cross multiply, the zinc multiply by the 4. Okay, so it will be 4 zinc, 4 zinc. I skipped that step, but it's 4 zinc or 4 Zn is equal to 1 times 20. Then to get rid of that 4, divide both sides by 4. The 4 will remain this side, and that's why that's appeared on the zinc. Yeah, and then you divide, work out this and simplify. So 4 into 120 is 3, or 4 into 12 is 3, to remain 30. 30 times 1 is just 30. So that is 30 grams for the zinc. It will be 30 grams for the zinc. And remember, that's what I worked out mentally. It will be 30 grams. And for the copper, we use the same method. We do the same thing. So tin to copper, remember it's 4 to 25. 4 to 25, the tin was in the middle, so 4 to 25. We know the tin is 120. Copper, we don't know. That's what we're trying to find. So again, we create two ratios and two fractions that are equal. So 120 over copper is equal to 4 over 25. When you cross multiply, start with the letter or the element that we don't know. The diagonal, which is a minor diagonal 4 times. We're multiplying, cross multiplying diagonals, minor and major. So copper times 4 will be 4 copper. Then 120 times 25. That's what we written there. Then we want to get rid of the 4, divide both sides by 4. So the equation remains balanced. 4 over 4, we cancel that. Remain with just copper is equal to 25 times 120 divided by 4. Now, 4 into 4, 1. 4 into 12 is 3. So 30 times 25, you think about it as 3 times 25, which is 75. Add a 0, 750. Exactly what I had found mentally before. And that's how you do it. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how you do your ratios, proportions. So these are the answers. The zinc is 30, it's the smallest according to this list, and the copper is the biggest, okay, or the largest mass, which is 750 grams. Okay, the units are the same. By the way, for ratios, the units are always the same. Whether you are doing a scale on a map, the ratios are always the same. You should remember that the ratios are the same. Scale for a map, for a map, you should think about it that the ratios are always the same. This to that, the ratios will always be the same. That's why they are not even written, because the ratios are always the same. That's for ratios. Okay, we'll come to the end of the lesson. Okay, in case you are given different ratios and they required you to find the answer in a different unit, maybe instead of grams, they want you to find in kgs. Just remember that you have to convert, the units. But when working with the ratios first, make sure the units are the same. Then after you find your answer, that's when you convert, or you convert before starting, so that you maintain in the ratios the equation. The ratios should be the units rather should always be the same. All right. All the best in your studies, and if you would want more lessons like this one, feel free to contact us in the numbers highlighted in green. Okay, contact us on these numbers.